We are here in Atlanta at the Adidas Atlanta City Games. Now, this is a street meet that's going to be happening right in the middle of the Olympic Park in Atlanta, in the center of the city. You might remember that the Boston Adidas Games actually were occurring for a couple years. This is kind of the second iteration of that meet happening here in Atlanta, but just as many stars are going to be competing just tomorrow on Saturday here in Atlanta. So let's first talk about that men's 150-meter dash. This is billed as a huge race for Noah Lyles, potentially going for that world record from Usain Bolt that he set all the way back in 2009. Not sure if that's going to happen, but Noah Lyles definitely has the potential to do that. In this race though, he has a lot of competition. Arian Knighton. Noah Lyles and Knighton have been kind of going back and forth a little bit over the past couple years, since 2021, right, at the Olympic trials, all the way to the World Championships last year. So we're going to see what both of them are able to do when we're talking about the 150-meter dash. But this 150 field is very, very stacked, even outside of those two. Ferdinand Omanyala in the 150. He's just coming off the 100-meter win in Botswana a couple weeks ago. A little bit wind dated, 10.78 seconds, but Omanyala is a very strong contender here. Terrence Laird, this is his, I think, third race of the entire year since coming back from injury. Check out that interview I did with him just a couple months ago, talking about his injury and talking about his return to the track. He's very much a competitor here. Jareem Richards from Trinidad and Tobago. He's been having an amazing year, especially in that 400, dropping down to that 150-meter dash. Let's never forget, he is a 2017 World Championship bronze medalist in the 200, the 2022 World Indoor Champion in the 400-meter dash. Jareem Richards should never be slept on. On the women's side in that 150 though, Gabby Thomas, she's kind of the headliner in this race here. I don't think she's ever run a 150-meter race before. I don't think she's ever run a street meet before, but this is gonna be a very good race for her. Coming off her huge personal best in that 400-meter dash, running 49 seconds, really showing herself as a triple threat in the 100, 200, and 400. Don't sleep on this field though. I'm looking at Tamari Davis. Tamari Davis had a legendary 2022, already having an amazing 2023. She can very well take this race and be, the top winner here. We also have Tamara Clark, made the USA team in the 200 last year. She's very much a strong contender. Taina Gaither from Bahamas, right? You also have Navia Battle. This 150-meter field is very, very stacked at these Atlanta City Games. Moving over to the 100-meter dash though, this is also another very strong field. We have in the men's side, Stephen Gardner from Bahamas. Now, of course, he's known as a 400-meter runner, Olympic champion, former world champion at the 400-meter dash, dropping down to the 100 meters though. He has some very strong credentials when we're talking about the 200 and 100-meter dash. So he's kind of a triple threat in a sense, but we're gonna see what he does here on the street here in Atlanta. Some great competition though. Oblique Seville from Jamaica, coming off a win in Florida just a couple weeks ago. He's been very, very consistent, and he could really show up here and kind of take this win in the race. Also, Ronnie Baker, he finished just behind Seville in that race in Miramar, Florida, but Ronnie Baker really coming back after injury for the past couple years and showing that he is not to be forgotten. So he could also win this race. Akani Simbine from South Africa, Kendall Williams, right, Josephus Lyles. This is a very stacked men's 100-meter dash field that I'm looking forward to seeing. On the women's side, this is about Aaliyah Hobbs. Aaliyah Hobbs is arguably the most consistent American in the 100-meter dash. Shakira Richardson, is kind of coming up into that spot. She is one of the top as well, but Aaliyah Hobbs is going to be the name to look out for here. Had a hand injury coming off of the indoor season where she set the American record in the 60-meter dash, but she's still been rolling. Multiple 10.8-second runs despite that hand injury. So I'm looking forward to see what Hobbs does in the 100-meter dash here. Do not sleep on the rest of the field. Her training partner, Micaiah Briscoe, she's gonna be in this race. We also have Gina Lukenkemper. I think she's the European champion in the 100-meter dash from last year as well. Daryl Nita, Cambria Sturgis, right? Morlaka Kinnison, who just ran a very strong race. Even Murla Hure Demps, she's in this race as well. So very strong field across the board when we're talking about this women's 100-meter dash. Definitely do not sleep on it. Moving over to the men's 110-meter hurdles, highlighted, of course, by Grant Holloway, double world champion from 2019 and 2022. He also has a lot of competition, though. Trey Cunningham, silver medal at the World Championships just behind Grant Holloway last year. He's been kind of putting pressure on Grant Holloway in a couple of these races. I think they're going to push each other to a great, high-quality performance here in Atlanta. We can't forget about Robert Dunning. We can't forget about Freddie Crittenden. This is a really great field. Even Eric Edwards. I'm loving this 110-meter hurdles for the men's side, and I'm looking forward to see what they do. On the women's side, this is a big race. world record holder Tobi Amisan, then former world record holder Kenny Harrison, both of them going head to head in the 100-meter hurdles. Now, this is, I think, the first time they've met since the World Championships last year. Tobi Amisan, is she able to, start off her season and potentially replicate, her world record later on in this year? Is Kenny Harrison maybe able to, get things back? She unfortunately hit a hurdle at the World Championships. Is she able to get back? Maybe she can get her world record again. This is going to be a great high-quality matchup between these two. Look at the rest of the field, though. Tia Jones. This is a name that I'm looking out for. She has been a sleeper throughout 2022 and into 2023. She had an amazing low-key season. Of course, she's not a top name, but keep a lookout for her. She could have a very good 2023 in which she makes a team, maybe even medals at the World Championships this year. So look out for her. Also, a couple other ladies, right? Sharika Nelvis. She is kind of making her comeback after a couple years. Cindy Sember, Talia Brooks, right? This is a very, very good field. Can't even forget about Anna Hall. She's coming off, breaking the American record indoors in the multi-events. So let's see what she's able to do here. I completely forgot about Danielle Williams, 2015 world champion. So very great field in the 100-meter hurdles that we're going to be looking forward to in Atlanta here. So that's just a quick preview of some of the sprints and some of the names that are going to be competing here on Saturday in Atlanta at the Atlanta City Games for Adidas. Go in the comments below. Let me know what you're most looking forward to. We're going to be here getting some, talking to the athletes. And of course, we're going to be getting a quick recap after the meet. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back again next time. Thanks for watching.